Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Jonathan Kuminga scores career-high 33 points, Warriors beat Rockets 99-93 to snap 5-game skid. Jonathan Kuminga scored a career-high 33 points and made two crucial layups over the final 104, and the Golden State Warriors snapped a 5-game losing streak by beating the Houston Rockets 99-93 on Thursday night. Andrew Wiggins added 23 points and Brandon Podziemski grabbed 12 rebounds for the Warriors in the opening game of a home back-to-back. Golden State was missing starters Stephen Curry and Draymond Green because of injuries, Curry out to manage his painful knees and Green nursing tightness in his left calf. Both are likely to return Friday. The video player is currently playing an ad. Wiggins had been questionable with an impingement in his right ankle. Alperen Sengun had 16 points and 8 rebounds to lead Houston. Warriors nemesis Dillon Brooks started 1 for 6 and missed his initial 4 3-point attempts before finishing with 15 points. Rockets: the NBA fined Rockets coach Ime Udoka and Sengun for their actions leading to ejections in a 120-111 loss at Sacramento on Tuesday night, and forward Tari Eason for an interaction with a fan following the game. Udoka was fined $50,000 for confronting and directing profane language toward a game official, failing to leave the court in a timely manner after being ejected and public criticism of the officiating during his post-game news conference. Warriors: Kevin Looney earned his second start of the season and had 11 rebounds. Wiggins hit a 3 and was fouled for a 4-point play that tied the game at 40 with 3:29 left before halftime, then converted another 4-point play with 12.2 seconds remaining in the half as the Warriors took a 49-43 lead into the break. The Warriors held their ground in the low post against Steven Adams, scoring 52 points in the paint and out-rebounding the Rockets 54-45. Houston visits the Clippers on Sunday, while the Warriors host the Timberwolves on Friday and again Sunday. Jonathan Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, and the Warriors' defense stopped the bleeding in win over Rockets. Expectations were fairly low as the Golden State Warriors hosted the Houston Rockets on Thursday night. The Rockets, who entered the night in second place in the Western Conference standings, have been rolling lately. The Warriors, on the other hand, had lost 5 consecutive games, and of greater concern, were without their 2 Hall of Famers, Steph Curry and Draymond Green. It was a preview of Wednesday's quarterfinal matchup of the NBA Cup, even if the Dubs will be hoping to have a healthier roster when that game rolls around. But they won't be hoping for a different result because, despite being so short-handed, they stopped the bleeding and pulled off a huge win, 99-93. As the score would suggest, it was all about defense. They jumped out to a quick 6-0 lead behind 5 points from Jonathan Kuminga, and led 11-3 more than 5 minutes into the game. While the defense continued to play well, the lack of Curry caught up to the offense, as they went stone cold. The Rockets chipped away and eventually surpassed the Dubs, ending the quarter on a 17-4 run to lead 22-18. But the Dubs found the hoop again to start the second quarter, with the offense quickly finding life. But again the game ground to a halt, with defense prevailing for both squads. And even though Houston led for much of the quarter, the Warriors shined in the final minutes, culminating in a 4-point play by Andrew Wiggins with 12 seconds remaining, followed by a spectacular defensive possession from Wiggins, giving Golden State a 49-43 lead at halftime. Despite being down their 2 most important players, the third-quarter Warriors once again showed up, setting the second-half tone with a 12-3 run to open things up. With a 61-46 lead in hand, the Warriors set out to try and preserve the advantage. But Houston had a run in them. Shortly after the halfway mark of the quarter, they rattled off a 10-0 run to pull within 4 points. But the Warriors responded with a 6-0 run of their own, and would enter the fourth quarter with a 73-66 lead. The momentum had shifted, however, and Houston came flying out of the fourth quarter gates. It felt like the Warriors were desperately trying to cling to the lead, with Kuminga and Wiggins making heroic plays one after the other as the Chase Center crowd, and the sidelined Curry and Green, cheered them on. With about a minute remaining, Kuminga made one of the defining plays of the game, beating everyone in transition for a layup, following a Gary Payton 2 steal, to push the lead to 6 points. But Houston scored quickly, which was countered by Kuminga splitting a pair of free throws. The Rockets scored again in a 2-for-1 situation, making it a single-possession game. With the Dubs nursing a 3-point lead but the game far from over, Kuminga mashed all the buttons on the controller, beat his man, split a pair of defenders, and finished gorgeously at the rim. One successful defensive possession and a Wiggins free throw later, and the 99-93 final score was set, with a huge win in the books. Kuminga led the way with 33 points on 13-for-22 shooting, in what was clearly his best game of the season. Wiggins starred with a little bit of everything, scoring 23 points on 8-for-15 shooting while adding 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Those two not only scored 55 of the team's 99 points, but were the only Warriors with double-digit points, though Brandon Podziemski, 12, and Kevin Looney, 11, both contributed double-digit rebounds as Golden State beat Houston 54-45 on the glass. The Warriors improved to 13-8 on the year, and are 2-0 against the Rockets, though the teams still have 3 games left against each other. Warriors go big or go home in mock trade for pair of Blazers stars. The Golden State Warriors could shuffle the deck and re-establish themselves as clear-cut title favorites in a bold mock trade with the Portland Trail Blazers. According to Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype, Hat Tip Sports Illustrated, the Blazers are actively shopping star forward Jeremy Grant and desire at least 2 first-round picks for him. Portland has also seen their standout defensive center Robert Williams III's name circulate in trade rumors for months. Thus, Golden State could seize the moment by striking a deal that would satisfy 2 of their greatest needs and handsomely compensate the Blazers in the same breath. Warriors receive Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams III. Blazers receive 2025 and 2026 first-rounders, Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody. This mock trade would address the Warriors' biggest issues. The Warriors' biggest issues at the present are their lack of a true rim-protecting center and a second or third premier scorer that can supplement superstar Stephen Curry and 2022 All-Star Andrew Wiggins. Williams III is among the most gifted shot blockers in the NBA. He's currently sending back 1.9 rejections per game this season, the second highest average of his career. He's also a great lob threat with playoff experience that would form a scary defensive frontcourt alongside 2017 Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins. Acquiring Jeremy Grant would bolster the Warriors' championship-caliber roster. The kicker of the deal, though, would be Grant. The 2020 Olympic gold medalist has the potential to be a 20-plus point per game scorer once more. He's also an exceptional three-point shooter who has shot over 40% from three-point range in 2 of the last 3 seasons. His length and on-ball defense make him a triple threat that could help approximate Klay Thompson's value in the Bay. While Kuminga has shown the promise to be as good or perhaps even better than Grant has been at his apex, the Dubs' window to win a championship is closing. Curry, 36, and Draymond Green, 34, are nearing the twilights of their careers. Thus, Grant, 30, is a polished product that could help Golden State seize 1 or more championships in the short term. The same could be said for Moody, who has shown immense potential in a crowded Warriors backcourt. As presently constructed, the Warriors have a strong team that can make noise in the playoffs. Albeit, a trade of this magnitude would make them greatly feared across the league. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jeremy Grant? Leave your opinion in the comments.